From a pregnancy on the first night together. I take the test instantly. 2 lines, which is positive. And he did not believe me. And he went into the bathroom and made me pee in front of him. Don't blame him. To a cancer battle that changed everything. Okay, let's go. This is how Jihoon and Deavan's day fiancé story took the most heartbreaking and unexpected twist imaginable. Deavan Clegg, a 8-year-old model and single mother from Salt Lake City, Utah, was seeking a partner outside of American men when she connected with Jihoon Lee on a dating app. Jihoon, a 8-year-old mobile phone dealer from South Korea, had been drawn to dating apps after seeing them in movies. They communicated daily for 3 months using translation tools, navigating language barriers before ever meeting in person. Jihoon flew to the United States to meet Deavan and her young daughter, Drusilla, from a previous relationship. The visit seemed promising, and the couple had an immediate physical connection. So immediate, in fact, that Deavan got pregnant on their first night together. Deavan later claimed there was no initial romantic connection and that they discussed this multiple times, but they proceeded with the relationship anyway. Because of the pregnancy. I take the test instantly. 2 lines, which is positive. And he did not believe me. And he went into the bathroom and made me pee in front of him. Don't blame him. Just before Jihoon's return to South Korea, Deavan discovered the pregnancy. After positive tests confirmed it, Jihoon proposed marriage remotely from Korea. They were engaged, to a man she spent 1 night with, expecting his child and planning an international life together. What could possibly go wrong? In November, Deavan traveled to South Korea to meet Jihoon's parents. The meeting didn't go well. His parents expressed disapproval due to Deavan's status as a divorced single mother with tattoos and no college degree. Deavan felt inadequate and the cultural clashes were immediately apparent. Jihoon and I are really hoping that they will give us their blessing. That way we can get married. But unfortunately, the trip hasn't gone to plan. Despite this rocky start, Jihoon and his parents later visited the US for a week in Las Vegas to bond with Deavan and Drusilla. The parents eventually warmed up and gave their blessing for marriage. During a romantic lunch in Las Vegas, Jihoon proposed awkwardly but sincerely, and Deavan accepted, describing it as a dream come true. Their engagement was set against the backdrop of her advancing pregnancy and growing concerns about their future. Their son Taeyang was born prematurely in April via emergency C-section due to Deavan's high blood pressure. The baby had complications, requiring neonatal care for his underdeveloped lung. Jihoon missed the birth entirely, citing high flight costs, and arrived 2 weeks later expressing regret and heartbreak. Deavan struggled to parent alone initially, while Jihoon admitted his complete inexperience with basic tasks like diaper changes. I was terrified I was about to lose my son before I could even hold him. Just seeing my son with tubes in his face and seeing a helmet over his head. The couple proceeded with a legal marriage, with Deavan expressing doubts but emphasizing her love for Jihoon and his efforts to improve. About 6 weeks after giving birth, Deavan moved to South Korea with baby Taeyang, initially leaving Drusilla behind for stability. What she found when she arrived revealed the depth of Jihoon's unpreparedness. Jihoon was still living in his parents' cramped 1-bedroom apartment. He had quit his job, and he revealed significant credit card debt that he'd been hiding. The family life adjustments were immediate and uncomfortable, using a bidet, dealing with space issues where Jihoon's parents slept on the couch, and navigating cultural differences at every level. I just want to go outside for a minute. Can I go outside for a minute? I just want to be alone. They celebrated Taeyang's day milestone with a traditional party and shared family outings like trips to Lot World. But behind the social media movements, tensions were building over Jihoon's financial irresponsibility. The breaking point came when Jihoon confessed to $, in debt from illegal phone sales in China. He'd hidden this information, fearing Deavan wouldn't marry him if she knew. Deavan expressed intense frustration. Jihoon had known about the pregnancy for 9 months and had managed to save absolutely nothing while accumulating massive debt through criminal activities. On day 2 in Korea, the full financial picture became even grimmer. Deavan dealt with culture shock at a fish market, trying raw octopus and adjusting to her new life. Jihoon revealed he was earning $, monthly as a delivery driver, which sounded promising until he admitted he had no savings whatsoever and actually had $1 debt on top of his prior $1 from the illegal phone sales. This was the first time Deavan was hearing about the additional debt, escalating the trust issues to critical levels. Communication barriers, cultural clashes, and parenting differences strained their relationship constantly. Deavan was taking on most responsibilities and openly questioning whether relocating had been a catastrophic mistake. Jihoon's friends described him as being unable to hold on to money, which explained a lot but didn't help their situation. The couple even had a traditional Korean wedding ceremony, but Deavan felt rushed through a minute assembly line-style event. She expressed dissatisfaction but proceeded anyway for the sake of family unity. "Here is mine because, see, I gotta see it." By the end of season, Deavan temporarily returned to the US with the children due to unresolved issues with Jihoon's living situation and finances. Their future was uncertain, but Jihoon promised to improve and step up as a provider and father. Season of The Other Way saw Deavan deciding to give the relationship another chance by moving permanently to South Korea, this time bringing her father, Alicia, and both children. Before the flight from Utah, Deavan FaceTimed Jihoon to stress her expectations clearly. She would be a stay-at-home mom, and he must handle all finances since she had been supporting them financially. Part-time job in there, part-time job. Jihoon vaguely claimed he had a new job in Tile, but was lying about having employment, as he later admitted to his friends. The deception was starting before Deavan even got to the plane. She packed essentials like condoms to avoid another pregnancy and arranged a temporary apartment herself, frustrated by Jihoon's unfulfilled promises from season 1. When the family arrived in South Korea and was welcomed by Jihoon and his parents at the airport, immediate disappointments followed. The new apartment did meet expectations. It was small, unfurnished, and lacking basics like a dryer or crib. Deavan expressed upset over Jihoon's lack of preparation, while her mother Alicia openly criticized his immaturity. "I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm losing any ground to getting her back to America where I'm just being selfish. I know I'm being selfish." The tensions escalated when Jihoon revealed he had no stable job, contradicting his earlier claims about the tile work. Deavan felt lied to yet again and questioned whether the move had been another terrible mistake. Jihoon's reliance on his parents and inability to provide financially echoed all the same issues from season 1, with Deavan declaring her life ruined in dramatic moments that made for good television but reflected genuine despair. Financial arguments intensified throughout the season. Jihoon admitted to past selfishness and begged Deavan to focus on the future rather than his mistakes, but she remained unforgiving about his lies and complete lack of savings. Even Jihoon's father acknowledged the problems were real and serious. "You just like yelling me. I." But the most explosive moment came just 6 days after their arrival, when Jihoon briefly lost sight of Drusilla, who nearly ran into a dark St. Deavan yelled in panic, and Alicia threatened Jihoon dramatically, saying she'd kill him if harm came to her granddaughter. Jihoon apologized tearfully, explaining his inexperience with children, but Alicia dismissed it as excuses and called the situation a game to him. Deavan gave Jihoon another chance for the children's sake, but she appeared emotionally checked out. The incident underscored Jihoon's immaturity from his cuddled upbringing and raised questions about why Deavan had committed to someone whose flaws were so apparent from the beginning. Later in the season, Jihoon attempted to prove himself by showing Deavan his delivery job. His co-workers found her visit strange, but Deavan expressed disappointment yet again. The season portrayed reconciliation efforts, including Jihoon working harder and vowing to change, but the underlying issues of trust, finances, and parenting persisted. By the end of season, they appeared to be an intact but deeply troubled family trying to focus on the future. But behind the scenes, everything was falling apart. The couple split during filming of season in, with Deavan returning to the US in May amid escalating conflicts. The breakup turned ugly fast, with both sides making serious accusations. Deavan accused Jihoon of child abuse against Drusilla. She alleged he pulled Drusilla's hair, kicked her, hit her face, and attacked her at a party. The accusations were severe and painted Jihoon as a danger to her daughter. Jihoon countered with his own accusations. He claimed Deavan threatened suicide, kidnapped the children by taking them to the US without his consent, and started a new relationship before even confirming their breakup publicly. He denied the abuse allegations entirely and claimed Deavan blocked all contact with the children. Reddit discussions largely debunked Deavan's allegations as exaggerated or inconsistent with show footage and timelines. One person wrote, "Deavan claims Jihoon pulled a chunk of Drusilla's hair out." She said on her Instagram story he went off, pushed Drusilla down and started attacking her because she asked for a drink of water. She said that was when she decided to leave and come back to the States. Jihoon's story is Drusilla was pulling hair in her school and getting in trouble, so he gently pulled hers to show how it felt. While another one wrote, in the defamation suit filed against her, the lawyer says that they believed her evidence to be photoshopped. Deavan reported Jihoon and his mother to South Korean police for abuse. Jihoon hired a US lawyer in January and started a GoFundMe for legal fees, which was later shut down. The legal battle stretched on for 2 years. Their divorce was finally finalized in May. Deavan was awarded full physical and legal custody of Taeyang. Jihoon reportedly refused to sign papers initially, but the process eventually concluded with Deavan having complete control over their son's life. Deavan denied forbidding Jihoon from seeing Taeyang, stating he could visit but chose not to. Jihoon claimed she blocked all communication for nearly 2 years, making it impossible to maintain a relationship with his son. Post-split, Deavan began dating Topher Park during her marriage to Jihoon. She got engaged to Park and welcomed their first child together in. Park integrated into the family and was cleared to adopt Taeyang, effectively replacing Jihoon as the father figure in the boy's life. Jihoon moved out of their shared apartment in September and worked as a delivery person. He underwent cosmetic procedures for self-improvement and expressed pain over the separation, particularly missing Taeyang. But the distance between father and son continued to grow. Deavan later claimed the show's portrayal of their relationship was largely fabricated. She stated their on-screen relationship was % fake in season and in season. She claimed elements like her move to Korea in season never actually happened, and that intimacy was faked for filming. They had ended their relationship in November, but continued filming until March due to COVID delays, doing everything for the show amid Jihoon's debts and her medical bills. The reality TV drama seemed to be over. Jihoon and Deavan had moved on with their lives, with Taeyang caught in the middle of a bitter custody situation where his biological father was essentially absent. It seemed like just another messy day fiancé breakup with no winners. And then came the diagnosis that changed everything. In May, just as their divorce was being finalized, 3-year-old Taeyang Scorpion Lee was diagnosed with B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia. It's a form of childhood blood cancer that affects the bone marrow and requires intensive treatment. The diagnosis came at the worst possible time, with his parents barely speaking and living in different countries. Deavan shared the devastating news publicly on Instagram, explaining that Taeyang had already undergone multiple procedures and started chemotherapy just 2 days after diagnosis. The treatment was expected to last around years and would involve round-the-clock hospital care. She launched a GoFundMe campaign to cover medical expenses, as her family lacked insurance coverage for the costly treatments. In her announcement, Deavan expressed her devastation while vowing to fight alongside her son. She described Taeyang as a happy, funny, and loving child who deserved a normal life. The post was heartbreaking for fans who'd watch him grow up on the show, now facing a battle no 3-year-old should have to endure. Taeyang's treatment regimen was aggressive and brutal. It included intensive chemotherapy, frequent hospital stays, and procedures such as bone marrow biopsies. Deavan documented milestones like his first haircut after losing his hair from chemo in June. The transformation was devastating. A little boy who should have been playing and learning was instead fighting for his life in hospital rooms. By December, Taeyang was rushed to the emergency room with a dangerously high fever amid his ongoing battle. The constant risks of infection due to his weakened immune system meant every fever could be life-threatening. Deavan provided updates on social media, noting in June that Taeyang was doing much better after a challenging year, though he still faced limitations like avoiding public outings to prevent illness. In May, she shared a positive moment when Taeyang visited the Make-A-Wish Tower to hang his star, a symbol of hope during his treatment. He also met the Diesel brothers through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, small bright spots in an otherwise dark journey. Throughout the entire 2-year battle, one person was noticeably absent from updates and the treatment process, Jihoon Lee. While Taeyang fought cancer, Deavan's partner, Topher Park, stepped in as a supportive figure. Deavan often referred to Park as a father figure to Taeyang, and he was present throughout the hospital stays and treatment. Park was there for the scary moments, the procedures, the long nights in the hospital. He was the one Taeyang called for comfort. Deavan accused Jihoon of not contributing financially or emotionally to Taeyang's cancer battle. She claimed he hadn't seen Taeyang since and was unaware of the diagnosis initially due to blocked communication amid their contentious divorce. The boy was fighting for his life, and his biological father was an ocean away, uninvolved and disconnected. Jihoon, in rare statements, expressed heartbreak over the separation from his son, but did not publicly address the cancer battle extensively. Some Reddit discussion speculated that he stepped back after a conversation with Park, acknowledging Park as a better father figure for Taeyang. Whether this was true or just fan speculation, the result was the same. Jihoon was absent during the most critical period of his son's life. Deavan's mother, Alicia, provided hopeful updates throughout the journey, such as in June when she suggested Taeyang might be cancer-free within a year if treatments continued positively. The family rallied around the little boy, but that family didn't include his biological father. The emotional toll on Deavan was evident in her posts. She described the battle as filled with uncertainty and unwavering hope, thanking medical staff as family for their support during the darkest times. Fans expressed heartbreak over Taeyang's journey, while some criticized Deavan for allegedly limiting Jihoon's involvement. Conflicting narratives emerged about whether Jihoon was blocked from participating or chose not to be involved. On August Deavan made the announcement everyone had been hoping for. After months of intensive treatment, Taeyang was officially cancer-free. She shared the news via social media with a photo of Taeyang ripping the bell that symbolizes remission, a tradition that marks the end of cancer treatment. After long years and 3 months, we can finally happily say Taeyang is cancer-free, Deavan wrote, praising her son as the strongest person I know. The announcement garnered widespread support from fans, with media outlets like In Touch Weekly and Yahoo celebrating the milestone. The bell-ringing ceremony was a moment of pure joy after years of fear and uncertainty. Taeyang had beaten the odds, survived the aggressive treatment, and could finally start living like a normal kid again. The dramatic shift from their reality TV drama to a life-threatening diagnosis exposed what really mattered. All the fighting about money, the abuse allegations, the custody battles, none of it meant anything compared to Taeyang's survival. Topher Park stepped up in Waisha, who never did, even before the cancer diagnosis. He was there for Deavan through the divorce, integrated into the family, and became the father figure Taeyang needed. When cancer struck, Park proved his commitment by being present through every treatment, every hospital stay, every terrifying moment. He filled the paternal role that Jihoon had abandoned, whether by choice or circumstance. Jihoon remained distant throughout Taeyang's cancer battle, allowing Park to fill that void completely. Whether he was blocked from involvement by Deavan or chose not to participate remains disputed. But the result is undeniable. When Taeyang needed a father most, Jihoon wasn't there, and Park was. The couple who met on a dating app got pregnant on their first night together and imploded spectacularly on reality TV had their story completely rewritten by childhood cancer. The abuse allegations and financial disasters that dominated their storyline suddenly seemed trivial compared to whether their son would survive. Jihoon reflected on the entire experience as a turning point in interviews, feeling ashamed of his on-screen self, but claiming to have learned from the marriage and divorce. He vowed to work harder for positivity and expressed hope for a potential reunion with Taeyang someday. But as of that reunion hasn't happened. From a whirlwind romance and messy divorce to a cancer battle that tested everyone involved, Jihoon and Deavan's journey on Fiancé proved that life can throw twists no one sees coming. Their story serves as a reminder that behind the drama and entertainment, real families face real challenges that dwarf any reality TV conflict. Subscribe for more day fiancé updates that go beyond the drama to explore the real-life stories of the people we watch on screen.